Hi Taurus, welcome to your August 2018 love reading. It's Raina here. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing my typical spread with my Morgan Greer deck, but for the shadow position, I'm going to use my Wild Unknown Tarot, which has Gothic images and is perfect for that position. And I'm going to cap it off with an Energy Oracle card because I've been really connecting to that deck lately, and I think it would be a good addition to this love reading. So maybe what I will do is just put out the more, well, no, I'll do it, I'll just do it. I've got my Morgan Greer deck right there, and then let me just shuffle the Wild Unknown Tarot. Put that one here. Okay, so if I could always have this light, I would be in seventh heaven. Well, that's a nice, for this deck, that's a nice, pleasant illustration. I mean, the illustrations are wonderful from this Wild Unknown Tarot deck, but some of them are very, you know, kind of funny in how scary looking or, you know, ghastly they are, in a good way, though. Okay, so now it's just going to be business as usual, and I have these little piles here that I'm picking from. Okay, and then I'm just collecting these extra cards, and then the Energy Oracle deck. Picking a card from that. Okay, put that right there. All right, so let us begin with this. Okay, so the heart of the matter in August, the Four of Pentacles. Well, of course, your Pentacles, Taurus, your earth energy. So if you look at how the guy is with those gold coins, what does it look like he's doing? Doesn't it look like he's hugging them, like he's kind of holding on to them? And this could be symbolic of you for some reason. Why would you be doing that? Well, one, you know, perfect example is if you're having some kind of a battle with your partner about money. I mean, even there's two perfect times when that happens. When you're in the marriage or the committed relationship, or when you are leaving it, and all of a sudden you have to sort through everything, and you're like, I'm trying to keep as much of my money as possible. But on the front end of things, there could be this feeling inside of you that you want to control the purse strings. If you are in a relationship with somebody, and perhaps that other person has different ideas. Also, sometimes this is an overemphasis on the material side of things within the relationship, and that is causing problems. And of course, if you are a Taurus and maybe you're with another earth sign, so that could be like a Virgo or Capricorn as well, you both may be so focused on that part of life that you're neglecting the emotional connection, or you're neglecting the spiritual growth as a couple, and that is causing problems within you. I look at the Foundation card, and what do we have? The Four of Cups. This is, look at this person's expression. They're stone-faced. They're being offered love. The cup represents the emotions, and they're not partaking of it. They're not interested in it. And it can be, it's possible, I guess, that what somebody's offering you isn't what you need. And they could be the best person in the world, but it's not what you need. So it's not that I'm saying that if you're with somebody, it's that they're bad. But there's some reason why maybe you are micromanaging your material resources because it gives you a sense of control. Looking at the card that is the challenge, the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning in love. So, like a new relationship that hasn't gotten off the ground. And it could be that it hasn't gotten off the ground because either you or the other person is already in a relationship. And either you or the other person is saying, I'm not going to get involved with you until you're finished with that other relationship. So what I see here is that you may be dissatisfied with a current relationship. You may feel a sense of boredom, like it's run its course, and you're kind of like being very vigilant about your money. Maybe you are already planning to be living by yourself and you're just biding your time and you're looking for a new relationship. Maybe there's somebody right there, but and by the way, this could be with a water sign person. I should have included that. So we're talking, and water is a compatible element with Earth. So we're talking about Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, individual. Scorpio is your opposite sign, so sometimes you guys are like magnets. I call them bipolar magnets. But the fact that the Ace of Cups is in the challenge position doesn't mean it's not going to transpire. But it does mean that you may have some other stuff that needs to be taken care of first. As the spiritual message, we have the Chariot, which does connect to Cancer. So maybe it's a Cancer individual. It's a card of victory. Now, this card may be suggesting, along with this Four of Cups, maybe some of you Taurus people really have something to be proud of how you handled yourself in a relationship. Maybe there was a disappointment with a partner that could have totally wiped you out, and yet maybe you have emotional maturity that you were able to withstand it. And maybe, who knows, 10 years ago, perhaps you would have been a hot mess. Because actually, Taurus people, you may have heard this once or twice, are known for being possessive. And sometimes, as crazy as it sounds, a person can be in this position where they are totally like indifferent to their partner because either their partner doesn't treat them right or they're just bored within the relationship. And then the other person maybe starts cheating, or you notice that somebody's flirting with your partner, and then all of a sudden you're right there. You want that person. But you want it because somebody else wants it. That's like such a common thing. So maybe now you're past that and you don't even care anymore. And that's good, because that means that you will, if you have to, break ties with somebody in order to have a new relationship that is more of a soulful relationship. The practical advice is represented by the Three of Pentacles. It's interesting, Three of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is the Architect's card, and it's asking you to, if you have a new relationship, or even if that Ace of Cups doesn't involve anybody specific in your life right now, is that you start from the ground floor up, that you get to know the person very well, that you spend time with them in a non-sexual way. In other words, I know that sounds, doesn't that sound old-fashioned and, church lady-ish? Well, so what? Because I'm tailoring this specifically to Taurians because you are sensual. And so sexuality for you may be very natural and nothing to really like emphasize, but it's just a part of life. It's enjoying pleasure. The Empress is connected to Taurus. Okay, I didn't draw the Empress, but still, it is connected to Taurus. So that's all well and good, but maybe you need to build into that more in the next relationship. And you will really start to appreciate your partner on different levels. What is coming in is represented by the King of Pentacles. So this is a card, I mean, if I look at it just from your position, Taurus, you may be feeling a sense of empowerment in your life. You may be feeling like you are taking control, you are mastering yourself. This person here, because cups connect to water energy, we're talking about emotions. And when a person feels a sense of depression or dissatisfaction, these are low emotions. These are the type of emotions that lower the vibration. You want to be really like continuously raising your vibration. I was thinking of Esther Hicks of Law of Attraction, and they call it being on the high-flying disc, and that's like kind of being all charged up because you feel that sense of enthusiasm for life. You're not this is like the exact opposite. It's feeling like kind of like, at best, boredom, being uninspired by your relationship. But at worst, it could be, is it at worst? At worst. At worst, it could be being like downright dejected. And when a person's like that, they may feel like, I'll never find this new love, and that's not good. So I feel like you feel a sense of empowerment. This could be an older earth sign male who is part of this situation. Could be your boss. I don't know if you're having relations with your boss or you're crushing on your boss, but if that is the individual involved. But I do feel that it must be a facet of your personality to some degree. The outcome is the Temperance card, and you see this angel half in water, half on earth. You've got the earth part down, being an earth sign. And it's that water, the spirit, the emotions. A lot of Taurus people are very dry in terms of like very logical, very grounded, and it can be very nice to be around. It can be refreshing to be around people like you because you're not just flying off the handle usually, unless you have a lot of Aries. If you have a lot of Aries, that might be different. And you don't tend to wallow in your emotions, unless you have a lot of Pisces, of course. But, and that makes you more balanced emotionally, logical. But sometimes we all need a little bit of inspiration in life so that we can, deal with other people at a higher level. And so I think you're going to have that balance. And maybe that balance right now is more about tying up the loose ends of your life. Maybe it's not about getting into a new relationship, because this card is still in the challenge position. Aces are beginnings. So it's on the horizon, but right now You may have some other work to do. And the energy oracle card I got was the Garden and the Gate. And I'm going to read from the booklet, number 30. Abundant prosperity, staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blossoming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked, while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. I'm sure if you were a latchkey kid like me, you can identify with that. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. Well, that's Taurus for you. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. Okay, this is kind of blowing my mind. At first I thought, oh gosh, maybe I'm getting cute here reading an oracle card and totally making this reading a general reading about something else. But I just thought of something. Maybe that Four of, oh yeah, you know, that Four of Pentacles could be you staying in a relationship because of the financial security. Because we have two fours here. There's like dissatisfaction emotionally, but there's financial security. 4 is a number of structure, stability. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path or from living your truth. You have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. The affirmation for this card is, I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. And, you know, it's kind of a gross oversimplification and stereotype to just say, oh, Taurus people are materialists. They don't care about spiritual matters. They're, you know, in relationships, they're gold diggers. Of course not. We never say anything across the board like that. But all 12 signs are archetypes, and they have their own particular imprint. And you will see some of those themes play out in the personality traits of a sun sign, where the key words really do go along with it. However, it's never the full picture. It only kind of is the overview. So I hope that this was interesting to you. It certainly was to me, because especially with that card, because I think it does connect, and it actually enhanced my understanding of the Four of Pentacles in the context of this reading. Okay, Taurus, well, if you enjoyed this reading and you'd like a personal love reading, please check me out online. The link to my online store is below. Have a great August. Take care. Bye.